It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we've got the latest chapter of a historic rivalry. It's the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Baltimore Ravens, and it comes your way next.
With Chesapeake Bay gleaming in the distance, we are inside M&T Bank Stadium near the Inner Harbor in Baltimore, Maryland. Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis on hand. And this is a game where the defenses, they need to be on their toes because you've got quarterbacks here, yes, that can throw the football, but they can also run it very well, too.
Mobile quarterbacks. Remember, for the longest time, they used to tell the quarterbacks, stay in the pocket. We don't want you outside of it at all. Nowadays, that mobility, truly an asset, and people are game planning for it. As a scout told me recently, we are actually working with what the colleges are giving us nowadays.
Two hard-hitting blue-collar franchises, one of the better rivalries going. The Ravens and Steelers are underway. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. So the new-look Steelers offense headed out for their first drive, led by a man in his 13th NFL season now. First is a Steeler, Russell Wilson.
And similar to his nickname, Russell Wilson has a dangerous mix of skills, the ability to throw from the pocket and extend plays and throw on the run. Not to mention an absolute winner. Usually has his team in the playoffs competing for Super Bowl opportunities.
Wilson going to come out throwing. He'll get this to his tight end. That's Pat Freiermuth. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. A good start offensively. 15 yards on the game's initial play. Good job there to locate his tight end, Charles, in the middle of the field.
Yeah, he has good pass-catching abilities, and if they're able to continue to find him here in the early going, I think it'll help out his teammates out on the perimeter. You can take the big shots later if he occupies their attention.
And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
From the lineman to the guy running with it, that was a well-executed first down by the offense. With 2 shots left to get the first, you can get a little aggressive here on 2nd down if you want and try for some bigger yardage.
Now it's Wilson. A short one there to Freiermuth. And he's going to be touched down, but he's got the first down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 47. They'll motion the tight end across the formation. Now a first down carry for Harris. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
From the 46, here's the 2nd and 9. Now run straight ahead with Warren. And a good burst there right from the start as he'll get this one out near the 35. A Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
Still first down.
The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Wilson. A short one there to Freiermuth. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that'll make it 2nd down.
It's vitally important to wrap him up immediately because if you let that big guy get ahead of steam up, boy, then you've got real trouble trying to get him down.
But they're able to hold him to a short gain on first down. To throw is Wilson. Pass complete. George Pickens with it. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 18. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Really a solid start here on the opening drive, Charles. He's now 4 of 4, and they're already in plus territory.
Brandon, he's been so precise to start this game, like we're watching an operation taking place right now. Master surgeon at work.
Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. Steps away. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. A loss of 4 that time on the sack, and it brings up second. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Steeler football here to begin quarter number 2. Now, this has been a good march down the field, but now they're stuck looking at a 2nd and 14. They go play action with Wilson. And that is incomplete here.
Well, that play was certainly a little bit different because on the previous play, he was sacked. This time, protection a lot better. Had time to survey the field and still couldn't find an open receiver.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. With veteran Kyle Van Noy in there to drop him. So not only do you not get the first down, but you've also made things a lot more difficult on your field goal kicker.
Yeah, they're still in range, but you're exactly right because you know the kicker's over there saying, thanks a lot. You just made my job a little tougher because when he kicks it now, he'll kick it lower because he's got to get more distance. That means there's more jeopardy for the ball to get tipped or blocked.
So on 4th down, the Steelers call on the number of Chris Boswell for the field goal try. It'll be a 47-yard attempt from the left hash. Boswell's kick is good, and the Steelers will jump out to a 3-zip lead. So our initial drive this afternoon results in 3. Not sure that that's a statement necessarily, but getting points on the road, never a bad thing.
You're exactly right about that. I love how you framed it, right? Not sure it's a statement, but at the same time, you're putting something out there, aren't you? Letting them know, hey, we came to play today.
After the successful field goal try, here's Boswell to send it away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. So here's the first drive for the Ravens, and at the helm is the 2023 NFL Most Valuable Player. Second such time he's won the award, Lamar Jackson.
And the first possession isn't until the 2nd quarter, but what's nice about it, it's only down 3. So what you sell your team on is, look, 1 possession, 1 drive, we put it in the end zone. We're in the lead in this game. Let's go, guys.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 right at the 30. Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down. Veteran running back like him, we've seen a lot of those chunk carries in his career.
And that's why you don't just look at his birth certificate and decide when a guy is done, right? Because you know as well as I do, in this league, as soon as you hit 30, they're looking to let you go if you're a running back. Sometimes there's a little tread left on the tires.
And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd and 9. In motion right is Aguilar. The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
Still second down.
After the penalty, it's Henry. On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40. The Ravens get a new set of downs, give them 17 on that pickup. They went counter there offensively, and a couple of defenders were on skates for a second.
They certainly were, and you know what offensive linemen love about the counters and the misdirections? Sometimes you don't even have to block the defender. He can run himself out of the play if he doesn't read his keys properly.
He's got it complete to Aguilar. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. Jackson from the shotgun. He finds Bateman over the middle. That's good for a gain of 6, 2nd and goal.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Henry. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. So Jackson will head to the Ravens sideline, and on comes Justin Tucker for the field goal try. From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. Tucker's kick is good, and that will tie us at 3-3. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
Each team with a possession, each team with a field goal as the kick is away. And able to get this out to the 25. The Steelers taking over now late in this first half as they will take over here with a little more than 30 seconds remaining. Just over 30 seconds to go in the half. They've got it 1st and 10. Here's Wilson. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. There's Wilson to throw. He gets that to the longtime Charger. It's Mike Williams. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. Now Wilson. That is caught. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Now the Steelers use the second of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. Throwing again here, Wilson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Wilson. He's got this to Pickens. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. Made his first. This now from 46 yards away. Boswell's kick is good. And they will take the lead here in this battle of field goals. It's 6-3. So we're trading first half field goals. No breakthrough on the touchdown front. We've got a 6-3 game.
Yeah, and I know so many people look at a game through offensive eyes, right? They want to see how the game's played that way. You know how I'm going to view it, right? The defenses, to me, have responded well in this game. Like what I'm seeing from them. Both of them hoping to keep it to field goals and not give up big touchdowns.
So 6 seconds, all that remains of this first half as the kick is away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out. To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. Final play of the half here. It's Jackson. He's going to loft it deep right sideline. And it's knocked away and incomplete. So if you like field goals, this is your game. 6-3, 3 field goals at the break. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
This one's been as good as advertised. Just a field goal separating these two teams. This was a very level first half, and I'd expect to see more of the same after the break.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. The Ravens set to receive the football, trailing here as we resume action in the third quarter. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Raven offense set to start this third quarter. Well, out of the locker rooms here they come. Their first drive of the third quarter. And, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game, but we got a tight one set up to be a very entertaining second half.
And as we know, partner, in the NFL, there's trailing and there's trailing, right? Sometimes you're discouraged by how much you're down, but in this case, this is a tight ball game, so there's a sense of optimism here. I think they went in at the half and looked at their play sheet and said, these are the plays we really like. What do you say we use them to start the second half and get us going?
That'll go for a gain of 7, and it'll be second down.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable second down.
Now 2nd and 3. To throw is Jackson. It's caught by Aguilar. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
Play action. It's Jackson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
I think the last 2 plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy because you know he can throw the football, but how about his use of legs as well, what we call those broken plays? You can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those 2 that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how he can hurt you. Off the play fake, here's Jackson. Throw right side here, taken in by Bateman. They call it no gain there on the first down play. Well, he caught it right at the line of scrimmage, and before he could even think about advancing it forward, he got hit.
Great tackling because that's what you're taught. Don't give up yards after the catch, and most offenses make a living off of yards after catch. Those hidden yards that may not go into the score sheet, but they count big for moving the ball and stretching the field. Really nice open field tackle.
And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down. Here's Jackson. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards.
Well, as my dad would say sometimes, I'm just scratching my head here trying to figure out what was going on there defensively. How did you lose him in the middle of the field? If you're going to lose a receiver, make sure it's someone on the short side of things, not deep downfield, that can hurt your defense.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Jackson now. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And the Ravens are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago, followed it up with another nice one here, and before you know it, they're already looking at 1st and goal.
Might we see our first touchdown of the game? Here's 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it with Henry. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
Not a whole lot there after the penalty, but remember, it was 1st and 5, not 1st and 10. So now they can keep grinding out first downs, and good things can happen for them. Just 2nd and short coming up.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now in Baltimore. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these 2 teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. Henry again. And once again, he will not go anywhere. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal. Trying to punch it in with Henry. And this time he is in. Derrick Henry. taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Ravens have taken a fourth-quarter lead. Well, I think we both got to thinking the team that scores the first TD may be the one to win this football game, and here we go. Our first touchdown, and it comes in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, and it's a testament that both of these defenses were able to hold the line this long, but now on the other side of the field, they've got to be thinking if they got it done, we should be able to punch one in ourselves.
Justin Tucker for the extra point. And he's got it as the lead is now 10-6. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And Derrick Henry able to finish it off with a touchdown run. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. They'll try the right side with Harris. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Now this guy can be everywhere. Kyle Hamilton getting there to drop him for a loss.
With his size, it often takes more than one guy to get him down, but if you can at least slow him up and the reinforcements arrive, you have a chance to get him on the ground, and that they did that time for a loss.
Here's Wilson. Got an open man. It's Pickens. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 42. 14 yards that time for number 14.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. And they'll accept that penalty.
Still first down.
Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. Now it's Wilson. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
Right now, the story of this game continuing to be the defenses, because the offenses, they're finding it difficult to establish any rhythm whatsoever.
I like how you come to us in praise of defense, Brandon, because that's exactly right. That was an incompletion force there, but we've seen it throughout this game. Both of these defense coordinators, they're a step ahead of their offensive counterparts.
Throwing is Wilson. It's Williams on the catch. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset.
The towels are waving. Steeler fans on their feet. It's 3rd down.
And this is incomplete, but a flag back at the line of scrimmage. And this could be a 1st down. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
Now Wilson completes this one to Pickens.
That completion helps out in a nice way. Now they can take a little bit more time, but guess what? They've got to make sure on their throws that they see it open, not just anticipate it.
Here comes second down at 5.
Here's Wilson. He finds Austin complete. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Plenty of time and 2 timeouts still at their disposal. 1st and 10 here.
Harris running straight ahead.
And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. Now we'll pause for an injury here. That's George Pickens, the receiver who's in some discomfort. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. Here's a 2nd and 7.
Caught left side, Williams.
It drives some people crazy to see those short throws underneath. They've got to find a way to gash the defense downfield.
Well, this crowd into it now. 3rd and 2.
Throwing now is Wilson. And it's intercepted at the goal line.
Picked up by Brandon Stevens.
There he goes, right side. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown.
Well, just to add that to the list of great moments for this defense today, they've really shredded that game plan on the other side all 4 quarters. And, Charles, that pick 6, that's kind of the cherry on top.
Yeah, they did it, and I feel like I'm quoting a bad movie line, but they did it together, didn't they? Fed off of each other, every big play they made, every tackle, every pick, everything they've done. They continually built energy in this one, and how about them culminating with a pick 6?
Tucker now for the extra point. It's good, and now it's an 11-point lead, 17-6. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
So Russell Wilson in the offense. Down by 11, a little under 30 seconds remaining. It's been a struggle to score all day, and now they need to do it twice here late to have a chance.
Wilson getting right back to it after the pick 6.
Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game.
Second down, 8 yards to go.
To throw is Wilson. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes.
Adafe Owe showing off the pass rush skills.
I remember throughout my career hearing defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. But they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And they work this well upfield across the 45.
Well, that second half, Charles, a little bit different from the first. Not only did we have the lead change after intermission, but they were able to pitch the shutout in the second half and get an impressive victory.
And what's the old expression? That's not quite how I saw it playing out in my head. You know they didn't expect this at all. As you mentioned, went into the half with the lead. Losing the game is one thing. Getting shut out in the second half, that's a surprise.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Ravens are victorious here as we say so long from Baltimore.